Yo, what's up? If you're craving some undead action but hate wasting time on trash, I've got you. I've rounded up the absolute best zombie games that'll give you that rush. Ready to jump in? Let's get into the good stuff.
My ammo's depleted.
None of the Zeds made it.
Man, Killing Floor 2 is just the perfect game when you want to shut off your brain and cause some absolute chaos. You and your friends basically get dropped into these wild maps and just blast apart waves of freaky mutants they call Zeds. The guns feel incredibly heavy and satisfying to shoot, which makes blowing things up so much fun. Plus, the blood literally paints the walls and stays there for the whole match, making the place look insane by the end. It's totally mindless in the best way possible. Just crank up the heavy metal soundtrack, grab the biggest shotgun you can find, and go nuts. You'll be laughing and yelling with your buddies the entire time.
Good start. Now finish the job.
Who ordered the fry up then?
Well, I don't know what you put in there.
DayZ Gone honestly got a really bad rap when it first dropped, but it's such a hidden gem. You play this biker named Deacon who is just trying to survive out in this gorgeous Oregon wilderness that wants to kill you. The absolute best part of the game is dealing with the hordes. Imagine hundreds of infected just swarming over hills and through the trees right at you. Trying to set up traps and barely escaping on your motorcycle is insanely stressful, but so much fun. Taking care of your bike and just cruising around the broken world feels super chill, until a mutant bear suddenly ruins your day. Give it a shot if you passed on it before, it rocks.
What the fuck are you up to now, huh? What's this about, huh?
Damn it, Alkai. It's not his job to know, it's your goddamn job to know.
Okay, so Project Zomboid is totally ruthless and will probably make you rage quit at least once. It straight up tells you that you're going to die right on the loading screen. It's this super deep, isometric survival game where the zombies are honestly the least of your worries. You have to deal with finding food, keeping yourself from getting depressed, and trying not to bleed out because you climbed through a broken window wrong. It's incredibly harsh, but man is it addictive. Setting up a safe house, growing tomatoes, and somehow surviving another day gives you a crazy adrenaline rush. It definitely looks a bit older, but it is hands down the most realistic zombie simulator out there right now. We really can't talk about zombies without bringing up DayZ. Yeah, everyone knows it can be pretty clunky, and sometimes you just jog through empty fields for hours looking for a single bottle of water. But nothing else gets your heart pounding quite like this game. The infected are mostly just annoying obstacles because the actual threat is always the other players. Spotting someone in the distance is genuinely terrifying. Are they going to wave and share some baked beans, or are they going to shoot you from a mile away and steal your backpack? It's basically a paranoia simulator where you create your own crazy stories every time you log in. There really is nothing else quite like that rush. Dying Light is awesome because it mixes zombies with hardcore parkour. Leaping across rooftops, jumping over cars, and straight up drop-kicking a zombie into a wall of spikes is so endlessly satisfying. The movement feels super fluid once you get the hang of it. When the sun is up, you basically own the city, grabbing loot and easily outrunning the slow biters. But the second night falls, it turns into pure horror. These super fast, nightmare creatures come out of nowhere, and you just have to run for your life while listening to them scream right behind you. The first game is an absolute blast and perfectly mixes feeling like a total badass with actual sweaty palms terror.
Why don't you just stick your head out the door and shout, "Here we are, come get us"?
Rebecca, our baby deserves...
Telltale's The Walking Dead is definitely the one that will make you cry. Don't go into this expecting crazy headshots or base building. It is a pure story game that completely rips your heart out.
Never crossed my mind.
You play as Lee, and your only real goal is keeping a sweet little girl named Clementine safe while the whole world falls apart. Every conversation choice feels super stressful because you never know what's going to backfire. It really hits home that the zombies aren't even the scary part anymore, it's what normal people will do to survive. The writing is so unbelievably good, and by the end of it, you'll be staring at your screen wondering what just happened to you.
Didn't even try.
You know the score.
I'm not like them.
Up. Okay, you're pushing them too hard. I'm just doing what has to be done. Like always.
Bottle puke here.
Left 4 Dead 2 is pretty much the king of playing with your friends. I honestly don't know how a game this old still feels so perfect to play today. You just group up with 3 buddies and try to blast your way to the rescue chopper. The coolest thing is the game actually watches how you play and moves enemies around, so you literally never get the same experience twice. Accidentally waking up a witch and watching your friend panic is comedy gold every single time. It's incredibly fast, super loud, and mindlessly fun. Whacking a zombie over the head with a frying pan is just a classic gaming moment that everyone needs to experience at least once. State of Decay 2 is what you play if you ever argue with your friends about your survival plans. Instead of just one person, you control an entire group trying to rebuild a town. You're always juggling problems like finding medicine, expanding your base, and making sure nobody starves. The part that really makes it stressful is that death is permanent. If your best scavenger gets trapped by a massive zombie out in a run, they die for good and you lose all their gear. It hurts a lot, but it makes every single trip out of your base feel incredibly risky. It nails that gritty, scavenging vibe better than pretty much anything else out there.
Community will flourish if...
Find a high point. Scout any area you plan to scavenge before you go house to house.
I can save them. But I can stop bastards like you.
I know throwing the whole Resident Evil series in here is basically cheating, but whatever. You just can't make a list like this without the games that practically invented survival horror. Whether you are cautiously creeping through the old spooky mansion with 0 ammo or literally running in a blind panic away from Mr. X in the remake, these games are iconic. They have this amazing mix of solving totally weird puzzles, crying over having no space in your pockets, and getting jump scared by zombies crashing through the windows. The developers really know exactly how to mess with your head. They completely set the bar for the entire genre, and they still absolutely crush it with their new releases today.
What's it look like I'm doing?
What?
The Last of Us Parts 1 and 2 are just ridiculous masterpieces, man. Call the enemies infected or mushroom people all you want, these are peak zombie games. The story is honestly better than most movies, and it makes you care so much about Joel and Ellie, while simultaneously making you totally miserable. The gameplay is insanely tense too. Slowly army crawling past a clicker while you practically hold your breath in real life is wildly stressful. Every single fight is a messy, desperate scramble where you're just throwing bricks and swinging pipes to stay alive. It looks gorgeous, the story will wreck you, and it's easily the best post-apocalyptic ride you can get your hands on right now.
Is wrong with you?
I got it open, didn't I?
No!